Yes, Hudur, we are still discussing the beliefs of the Muslims in general and how the promised Messiah rectified these beliefs.
Not the Islamic beliefs, but the misunderstood beliefs of
Yes,
Muslims.
yes, the misunderstood beliefs of the Muslims in the Quran and the Sunnah and everything. We mentioned the life of the promised of the Isa ibn Maryam and his descent from heaven, and the revelation after the Holy Prophet, and the abrogation of the some verses of the Quran. Today we want to discuss the reality of heaven and hell.
Punishment.
Heaven and hell, or azab in general?
Everything concerning heaven and hell, adab and na'im, and what is the reality of them. Yes, sir.
You know, normally people understand the Jahannam as a corporal place, like it's a nur, where fire is burning like a huge oven, where material fire is burning or raging to such intensity as it's not possible for man to imagine. And the sinful people will be thrust into that, thrown. And they will start burning together with coal, coke and wood, fire and this. And yet their skins will not burn. Whenever they become resistant to this fire, they will be changed anew, so that the torture continues. And they will drink there the washing of the wounds and similar things. It's a very, very horrible picture, which one begins to understand if taken literally. If this is exactly the meaning of hell, then it doesn't present a very attractive figure of God, who on the other hand is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, the one whose almost all the attributes are those of mercy and kindness. Only a few are exceptions. But then the Holy Quran itself makes it very clear that Allah is not Zallamul lil Abid. And again it makes itself very clear that whatever they do, it is of their own making and own doing. It is not God who likes to torture anybody. So this is a very important thing which should be understood before we begin to understand what hell is. Similarly, the counterpart of hell is heaven and paradise. That again is described in carnal terms, like the canals full of water will be flowing, the canals full of milk will be flowing there, the canals full of honey would be flowing there, and is also wine. So these are the four drinks offered there. And as far as the birds are concerned, there are no birds mentioned in heaven, but the meat of birds is mentioned. If it is literal, one wonders what sort of birds would be catered for there, and they would fly about, and will they bear children, and by laying eggs and so on, and where will they pass out their filth and so on and so forth. So everything of heaven seems to be again a carnal thing. Yet, according to the Holy Quran, the people will not be carnal. They will be of a different type, because the Holy Quran says, "Wa nunshiukum fi ma la ta'lamun." وَنُنْشِيَكُمْ पहले उससे हम निकाल लें. We'll do this, and nunshia is mansoob, nunshia. وَنُنْشِيَكُمْ فِي مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, and we are going to raise you into something. ठीक है. نحن قدرنا بينكم الموت وما نحن بمسبوقين على أن نبدل أمثالكم وَنُنْشِئَكُمْ فِي مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. We it is who have organized everything according to very precise estimates, very clear design and freely destined things. قَدَّرْنَا. What have we organized? Well, al-maut. Maut is not something which you think suddenly it happens. It is a well-designed thing for life to take a different flight from this earth to another place. So, nahnu qaddarna bainakumul mauta. We have organized death among yourselves the way we thought, and this word qaddarna is indicative of very deep planning. وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمَسْبُوقِينَ. As we have organized death, we have not organized it to bring you to an ultimate end, so that nobody can stop us, because we are the owner and the proprietor and the designer of death. So nobody can say that death will overcome our powers and will not be able to revive you, or anyone else because of death will have the right to say how after death you can revive these things. So it says the one who designs a thing has full command over it. So death is also under our command. It will only kill you that much, which is essential for your ultimate end, and leave that much out of you, which is not meant to be killed. It's a very profound declaration of the Holy Quran, which is not found in other religions. Fascinating verse. And then at the end of this it says, وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمَسْبُوقِينَ عَلَىٰ أَن نُبَدِّلَ أَمْثَالَكُمْ. It doesn't say أَن نَخْلُقَ أَمْثَالَكُمْ. It says نُبَدِّلَ أَمْثَالَكُمْ. We are fully capable of changing your forms of life which you have here. You are not going to be reborn exactly in the same way. We are capable of completely transforming into something. وَنُنْشِئَكُمْ فِي مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. And raise you up into something of which you have no idea whatsoever.